Well then, because that's literally what they are. Fabric.
Oh, you're gonna videotape?
Yeah. You have to explain your craft space.
Oh, well, that's madness. Ready? My name's Tiana, and I'm also known as Dame Lovely Melody. I've always dressed up as a child, and I had a grandmother who sewed for most of my life, and I remember specifically having a tiger cosplay, essentially what it would be now, but I had these pajamas that had little tails and ears with it, and I had fairy costumes and such, just were sewn for me because we were so broke, so we just got whatever I got, and my gifts for Christmas were things that my grandma had leftover fabric for. So from then on, I went into costume design for theater, and that's actually where a lot of my love for costume started out. I wanted to keep costuming, and ultimately I got into modeling somehow, and I got some odd requests, and I'm like, oh, we're looking for air clothing, we're looking for this, we're looking for that, and I'm like, well, you know, I could make that. And so I incorporated my costume with modeling, and it just all kind of blended into each other. After that, I found something called Anime Oasis, and I was like, oh wow, there's a place that people just dress up for fun like I do almost every day. Like sometimes I would dress up just because. Trash to random things I get for free, from, oh gosh, packaging to egg cartons. It just doesn't matter where it comes from as long as it comes and makes that one thing I want. Because like I know I use butter Tupperware so often for hats and stuff that it doesn't even occur to me that it's trash, and so I just keep a whole little stack of random stuff I find, and like maybe that'll come useful, and then it comes useful, and I'm like, well, and if it doesn't come useful in 10 to 4 years, every 4 years I purge, I think, around that time around, sometimes. And I'll just throw away something I haven't used in a really, really long time. The current project I have right now is called The Galaxy and Beyond. And the inspiration came from, I was watching an ANOVA show, and it was just like ANOVAs everywhere. It was just the most magnificent rainbow colors I could ever see in my life. And for some reason, that just spurred up the thought of, whoa, space and beyond. Like, what is in space and beyond? And that spurred up like Star Trek, Star Wars, Deep Space Nine, and all these other things. And I'm like, I could do so much with that. I'm competing in Fandemonium, and as far as my expectations, I don't know. I'm very nervous. I've done like Halloween costume contests and stuff like that before, and I can imagine everyone else is going to be just as nervous, but I just don't know what to expect, honestly. Just nervousness and excitement when I finally step on that stage and am able to like show it off.
Okay.
We're judging the costume, not the person.
Not the person, and that's very important. Okay, Christina, tell us about your costume.
So my costume is Doctor Who and the Universe and Beyond. And this headpiece is the ANOVA. Basically the idea is everything is born from a star. So everything is created from the star. So basically I'm the ANOVA that created the universe.
Okay. Very neat. Okay.
And it lights up
Can
also.
we?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got this part cut off because that goes in the front.
Yes,
right?
that's
okay.
a stabilizer, so I can wear
Right.
it on my head because it's a bit too heavy.
Yep. Oh, and you made it out of shower poofs.
Yes.
I love that.
So this dress is like a tutu design, also using the 50s bottom pattern.
Okay.
Those are all loofahs in the back that are folded in half.
Yep.
And they actually have glow stick insertations, so it glows completely here.
Oh my gosh.
And
how well does that conduct the light?
It actually conducts it quite well.
What class are you entering?
Journeyman.
Okay. Do you have documentation to hand
I
us?
have it only on my computer because
Okay,
the printer
that's
is wrong.
Yeah, not going to help. What we would like you to do, this is for future stuff as well. When you're entering Journeyman, bring your documentation And if you can get us either copies of it or email them to us before the costume contest tomorrow.
Okay, perfect.
Just drop them off at the costume repair. And we need 3 copies.
Perfect.
Okay. But that is required for doing journeyman. You don't need documentation for novice, and it's smart to start doing it for journeyman. For master class, it is absolutely required, and it has to be extensive. I loved that she put everything into that. I mean, I love that she did it all. I love the use of the poofs, because poofs are the greatest things ever. I love the lights that she put in there. I love that conducted it really, really well. I thought that the only thing that I didn't like about it is that the materials, I know why she did them, but it just, I hated using those materials. I never wore it. But I love that every single thing had a reason why it was on there. I love that every single thing that she made on the skirt was great. Okay.
The stitching on the dress needed a lot of work.
It needed a lot of work. Yeah.
There were raw edges, and the thread didn't match the color of the dress.
Over here.
I thought it was a beautiful piece of artwork. It is. The concept is amazing.
It is. It's beautiful. I was so impressed.
I don't watch Doctor Who, and I loved that.
I know, right?
Very true. Very true.
Oh my gosh.
It was. Oh my God. It's brilliant.
It is.
It was really brilliant.
What do you think would be the best possible outcome from this whole experience? Coming off stage.
I don't know. I think the best possible, actually my friend's coming to support me, so
That's wonderful.
Just seeing her will be amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't really have a best possible outcome. I think it's just gonna be amazing going on stage and having this to be over, and not having to worry about it anymore.
Hello, Mr. Beloved Boyfriend. I forgot my wig.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna call you back if I can't find it. Bye. This is really bad.
Your pictures and treat both run-throughs as your actual run-through, okay? Good. All right, Sarah's first. Who's next?
Yeah, it's a problem.
Get
Or like have glasses and be like, I'll be a Pokemon princess. Pokemon princess.
How do you think rehearsal went?
You know, as I expected. I just need to remember to keep my head straight.
I don't think we're in order.
It's not going to go on just me.
Trust me, you were before me.
Thank you for at least letting me know what's going on. No worries.
Welcome to this year's 2014 Family Costume Contest.
Any final thoughts?
They're not any good thoughts.
Okay, go ahead.
Put together several different things, including what she found. She handmade all her hair jewelry. That's very excellent. Some applause for that. And next up, we have Samantha Witt as Elsa. She handgrew every single one of the thousands of Swarovski crystals onto her cake. So real labor. Very nice. Coming up onto stage, Christiana as the universe of Doctor Who. Every single little nova and star on her dress represents a different episode. You can ask her about those later after the show. She'll be glad to tell you their stories. Very nice.
I don't expect anyone to expect my art is good or bad. I've gotten bad criticism and good criticism. Some people hate my stuff, some people love it. And it's something like, you know, honestly, what I want people to take away from it is respect your own work and respect other people's work. Like people have to realize that it's not always about what the world thinks of you. It's sometimes what you think of you.